Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to something a little bit different. Tonight is the first event where we're booking Impact Wrestling. We're booking the first event, Victory Road. It's going to be so much different to what they've had previously, and we are, getting this one with no real storylines. I basically just ignored what they were booking on television because I'll book this event and then I've got 4 weeks of television to book back to back and to put together a Bound for Glory card. But you can see there, Laredo Kid versus Moose was our main event at Victory Road last year. We are way different. We have a 5-way match to crown a new Impact World Champion. And they Trey Miguel defeat Aaron Rex as well. So I'll try and make storylines happen. But truthfully, as I say, it's starting from scratch effectively. It's like when Ring of Honor just went, right, new stories are happening. We're on Fight TV, we're on AEW Plus, of course, that's our network. And of course, because we can basically hoover up all the debt and all the costs, all the boosts are happening. Let's see how high we can make a developmental company in terms of popularity, because I mean, if it goes well, we can eradicate the actual Impact wrestlers that don't really give us anything, and bring more guys that maybe, and girls that maybe aren't getting showcased as much in my AEW shows to perform here. So, without further ado, this is the first Impact Wrestling show of the AEW Save. Welcome to our Developmental. So we're just under 10,000 in the Burton Coliseum. We are running the same product to an extent. I think it is more popularity based, but we are still with the tight promos in the main event segment. It's going to take a while to obviously get into a groove with them, but as I say, it is part of my AEW shows. It is part, it's literally the development company. So you'll see who's kind of the ones we're pushing as developmental prospects, the one who we're pushing to just put on good matches and give us good shows, and the Impact guys we're looking to get ready. So we start off with a introduction to this new era of Impact Wrestling. I couldn't get anyone down from AEW, because obviously Impact was in debt by like 3k, so I couldn't afford the loan fee apparently. So on behalf, we have the commentary team, which is of course a legend of Impact Wrestling, AJ Styles. We've got Tom Phillips, he's recently signed, he'll be our commentator alongside Caprice Coleman. So that is your 3-man booth for Impact, and they just say they're going to continue to create great memories in Impact, and they hope the relationship with AEW can only be good for both parties. So 54 for that segment. We're straight into the action, and we had the X Division Championship on the line with the debuting referee Brad Meyer, so I think I need some more refs. But opted here for a good matchup with Ben Carter defeating Eddie Edwards in 13:34 by pinfall with a Phoenix Splash, meaning that Ben Carter straight in as your X Division Champion. A good opener, a 71, very good for the level we're at. We're only like 61 in terms of company size, which is still really, really good for developmental, but we want to obviously get to higher depths. Eddie Edwards, I still want to push him as a veteran of the company. I want to push him in the more main event scene, and I feel like X Division Ben Carter just goes hand in hand with the stuff that he can do. So both guys with 69s and a very solid opening contest. Moving along, we had another debut, and back from her long stint in rehab, it was Rina Yamashita who was in action against Impact's Leah Vandale. She's been here for a while and is about to have a decent reaction from the crowd and subpar wrestling as Rina defeated Leah in 10:39 with the Splash Mountain. So she debuts a Josh Shooter gimmick. I felt like it was good to give her a victory over a bigger name to obviously elevate her, because she'll be who we'll be focusing on pushing, and overall a 50 rated segment. We then had a promo from Josh Alexander, who re-debuts the walking weapon gimmick. He was not with Impact Wrestling here, and I felt like at this moment in time you can't really have Impact Wrestling without Josh Alexander, so he's hyped to be back, and that is a 44 rated segment. And his matchup was against Lee Moriarty, and it was a decent matchup that saw Josh defeat Lee in 17:44 with a TKO. You can see the benefit of Lee being on our show, as his overness has given him an in-ring performance of 64 with his new Spot Monkey gimmick, which was adequate. So again, it's one of the ones where Lee will be a great prospect here, and I'm really, really looking forward to pushing him forward. Obviously I feel maybe not the best gimmick, because obviously he's more technical than anything else, but we'll just say it's technical spots that he's doing. But 59 here, and two very fantastic technical wrestlers in there. Then another promo from Parker Boudreaux, as he is highlighting that he is here to dominate in Impact Wrestling, 59. And then we had a triple threat matchup for the number one contendership to the Knockouts Championship. Sadly, Phillips and Coleman clashed horribly for the first time at the announce desk, which is bizarre because they've been fighting any other segment. But that's obviously going to penalise it a little bit. But yeah, booking details. AJ would have been there. Oh. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, Shida came down. She just signed a new contract. I felt like I don't know much for her on the main roster. She's like in her late 30s. Same with Thunder Rosa. They've just been overtaken by the many WWE talents that come in. Then Tessa, well, just she can put people over until we get her there. Good matchup though. Shida defeats Tessa and Thunder Rosa in 14-19 when Shida submitted Tessa with the full metal muffler. So 50 probably could have been a good bit better if not for the commentary team. But again, it's the first of our show, so we can look into that kind of thing. But yeah, Shida will challenge for the Knockouts Championship down the line, whether that be an Impact or whether that be Bound for Glory. Then I have the promo from one of our new Knockouts tag teams, also over from AEW, and that is the young team of Roxy and Yasmin. They're just saying they're hoping to gain as much potential as they can, develop a lot here, and hopefully push for those Knockouts tag team championships. So that was a 47 promo from them. We then had a little fun tag team matchup representing the Dark Order. We had Alan Angels in 10, and in a bout with decent reaction from the crowd in Subpar Wrestling, they picked up a win over the Desi Hit Squad. It's not great with 10. I felt like he was someone I was really going to push. He had a great run with Wyndham, but yeah, it just never happened. So a 55 here, and hopefully Angels in 10 can push on in Impact Wrestling. Then the promo for one of the teams that, believe it or not, are actually under exclusive written deals with Impact. Yeah, they stole them from AEW. But I've got a chance now to develop them, and then when their contracts expire, can move them to AEW. But it's just Austin and Colton Gunn just saying they're looking forward to pushing on under the new management, and hopefully they identify the talent that they have. So 45. The show is very introducing a lot of people on the roster, basically. Next up we had the Impact World Tag Team Championships. Decent matchup. I had AOP defeat James Storm and Effie in 9-16 when Selmani pinned Storm with the last chapter. Just gave them their first defence. Basically, I didn't feel like it was fair to take the championships off them straight away, and they are a very, very good tag team. I don't know where I put Storm and Effie in terms of the booking going forward, but we gave them the opportunity, and it was the AOP who pick up the win in a 59 rated matchup. Backstage, Eddie Edwards is obviously very disappointed that he lost his matchup earlier on, and he gets mocked by a debuting Nick Nemeth. They have a bit of a confrontation here. Security swarms and breaks them up before they can start to hurt each other. 58. Nemeth debuts the show stealer gimmick, which get an initial rating of poor. He is one of the 5 men in the main event matchup tonight, and Eddie Edwards has to go back to the drawing board. We then had the Knockouts Championship match. It was decent, and Chelsea Green picked up the win over Candice LeRae in 10:42 with the Van Prettier, and gives her second defence of the Knockouts title. I don't feel there's great depth in the Knockouts division at the moment in-game, so I'm hoping the acquisitions we've brought will really give Chelsea a few challengers. Of course, she is a champion on AEW. She is contracted to both companies, where she's obviously carrying the mixed tag titles alongside Matt Cardona. But 61 here, and a very good matchup. And we then have a squash match. We had a bout that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, as W. Morrissey defeated a one-off appearance from Samael Del Sol in 6-16 with the East River Crossing. So Sol was just in for a one appearance. He was only 28 over in this, which was very surprising, but he's just not been wrestling for anybody in this whole save. Morrissey was only like 39 over, but I thought, you know what, the big man, well, his stats don't look great in this. Even the Menace, I feel like he's somebody that you can just have batter folk, basically. So 42, we'll probably look at his gimmick, it's getting stale, but he picks up the win here, and afterwards just puts a warning across to the Impact Wrestling locker room, with a 44 rated promo. Next up, we had a matchup for just momentum, I guess, in the tag division, and I felt like it would have done okay. But we had a bout here that had decent reaction from the crowd and subpar wrestling, as we had the Motor City Machine Guns defeat the Mighty Don't Kneel in 9:38 when Chris Sabin pinned Shane Hayes through the Cradle Shock. So 55 is pretty good. Adam Brooks and Shane Hayes, not the most over in America, but I felt like it was good to put the two Aussies together. Hayes' stats are way down. I don't even know if Mikey Nichols was available, but I felt like this was a good tandem to put together, and it gives me an opportunity if I want to bring in Mikey Nichols at one point, and I've already got Jonah down from AEW, so he's here as well. But both guys debut gimmicks, and as I say, the Guns pick up the win. But the celebration is short-lived because they are beaten down by Undisputeds, Bobby Fish and Roderick Strong. So Bobby re-signed, Roderick Strong moved down from AEW, Kyle and Adam Cole are fine on the main roster, so these two will just do Battle on Impact. So a 54 rated segment, and the quick turn for Roddy was a complete success. And that led us to our main event of the evening. A decent matchup that saw Jacob Fatu defeat Trey Miguel, Nick Nemeth, Moose and Blake Christian in 13:39 when Jacob Fatu pinned Trey Miguel with the Samoan drop, meaning your winner and the vacant Impact World Championship is Jacob Fatu. And that segment to end the show was a 66. Overall, the show done a 69, and that increases its popularity in 30 regions because of course we're on Impact Plus, so we can be viewed all over the world. But happy with that. As I say, it was very much just put matches together, try and introduce everybody to you guys, because obviously you don't know what's been happening with Impact. I barely know, but a completely different way we're going to take them now, and I've got 4 weeks of television now to book to go ahead and hopefully put together the best Bound for Glory card. So basically next weekend game, I've got to book 4 shows on the Tuesday, Dynamite on the Wednesday, Carnage on the Thursday, Rampage on the Friday, and then can go for there. So I think it's better with Impact just in one night, because then I can kind of just make sure that pay-per-view is booked, move on to the next show, and so on and so forth. So cheers for watching, very much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed it, because it will take too long to get to the main screen, because the loading times are quite a pain in 2025. But yeah, just keep checking out the Grey Dog Software forums and the Fantasy Booker subreddit. Remember, Bound for Glory next, then after that we're back with a Halloween horror show, and then after that we'll move on to Full Gear. So cheers for watching, take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.